Hey group 3, welcome to your reading for the picker pile. You guys chose this gorgeous flame aura quartz here. So if you chose that one, this is your reading for today. So we are asking Spirit what the current energies are, what's going on, and then for advice and guidance through this. All right, so let's dive on in. I'm just gonna I can see that falling down. So, all right, let's jump in. So for group 3, what is going on at the moment? What are the current energies? Oh, crown chakra. So the crown is where we have our connection with the infinite. It's where we receive like our downloads, our knowledge. Oh, and my nose has just started to really itch and almost run a little bit, which is what happens when my crown really bursts open and I start to channel information in. So I feel like this is going to be a very connected, very accurate, probably quite a specific reading for this group. And I almost am already getting like quite a spiritual vibe here. So anyway, oh, and we've got 2 7s. Literally didn't even see that. 7s are a very spiritually guided number. So patience and planning and crown chakra. Yeah, so this is like, I'm really feeling this pile was really connected to their higher selves. And they're really, like all the moves you're making, all the patience and the planning that's going on, this is all coming like directly from your higher self. Like, I don't even know if you know it because you're that connected, but it's like your higher self is guiding the way for this. It's almost like it brings you the template and then you bring it to fruition. All right, let's continue. Group 3, what's going on? What are the current energies? All right, temptation. Obstacles and challenges, material and spiritual prosperity. Okay. So what I'm kind of picking up is that at the moment you're either going through tests and challenges that are trying to kind of put, like the darkness is kind of trying to creep up and get you to like react or respond in an old pattern or a past behavior, like a way that you would have in the past. There's all of this temptation around you to kind of go backwards. All these things trying to pull you off path, all of these things trying to pull you away from that light. But this is all like, these are tests. These are literally obstacles and challenges to test your commitment to your spiritual growth. So whatever is tempting you to resort into some sort of past behavior, some sort of like, there's so many different things coming to me, to be quite honest, because obviously there's going to be a few different people watching this. But it's like you're at the point in your journey where Spirit's going to test you and be like, okay, now how committed are you to this? Like you're about to, go through, enter a breakthrough, you're about to attract a breakthrough. But we're going to test your commitment to this first. How grateful are you for this? How committed are you to this? What temptations are still around you that can lure you away from this? What can we throw at you to pull you away from this? And these are your tests. And if you can pass through these tests, then there'll be like a reward at the end of it. I'm going to use a new deck here. Now, I'm much more of an intuitive reader. So like, yeah, I do read tarot in the logic sense at times, and I do go off the standard kind of tarot, the basic format. But I go off images and pictures, and I let the pictures tell me stories a lot too. So this is a very, very different deck. So obviously I'm going to read like all of the cards like a tarot deck, but I'm also going to really be concentrating on the images, especially for the major arcana, because obviously the meanings of the major arcana are quite standard, but in these images it'll be very interesting to see what their images can give me. So I don't know why I felt like I should mention that, maybe just in case some people think like that's not what the Hierophant means, or that's not what the Three of Swords means, or something. Like, I'm letting the images speak. All right, so I want to start to clarify this reading for the group 3 people. All right, so the crown chakra. Why is the crown chakra in this reading, please? Okay, so we have the Queen of Cups and we have the King of Cups. All right, so the Queen of Cups, she is a very creative being. She is very evolved. She's very intuitive. She's very connected to the universe and her higher self. And she kind of lets that lead the way. And then with the King of Cups coming out, I'm almost seeing this, some of you, this could be like a connection that's very spiritually guided. But for a lot of you, I'm seeing this as balancing your feminine and masculine energies. So you're balancing your inner Queen and King of Cups. So this is like a very evolved, like a very emotionally evolved, a very emotionally aware, a very intuitive person. So if you're the viewer here, that's like, this is your energy. You're very, you know, you're compassionate, you're peaceful and balanced. You live through the heart space. You lead with like emotional intelligence. All right, the Nine of Cups. So if this is a connection, then this is a very powerful connection. It's got a very, very deep and loving energy. Like, we've got 3 water sign or water suits coming out, which signifies that it's full of a lot of emotion. Otherwise, this is literally you coming into alignment and living through your heart center. I feel like you've just found, or you're like on the brink of narrowing in on your purpose as you come into full alignment. Everything's balancing out, but your main focus at the moment is following your heart and having faith that the universe will support you with following this journey of your heart. Okay, I'm not ready yet. So patience and planning. Why is patience and planning in this reading, please? All right, the High Priestess. So the High Priestess has a very strong inner knowing. She's very intuitive and very like psychically connected again. So it's no wonder that I felt at the beginning I said I felt a real spiritual reading or a spiritual vibe coming through in the first few cards. And this is about honoring that energy and again, trusting where your intuition's leading you. You're bringing everything into alignment, and you know that this is the best way to attract a healthy reality for yourself, attract what's meant for you, and most importantly, attract things on the right vibration for you. This, like, if you see this woman, she's only got a third eye there. So she's following her third eye vision. She's letting that lead the way. And I definitely see that this, there's like something that's coming through for you intuitively in regards to your purpose. Three of Cups. So there's going to be something to celebrate soon with this patience and planning. Or it could be, you could be collaborating with someone on this. It could be like a group, like a mutual goal, or like a group project of some kind. Or for those in connections, I do see some sort of like high commitment or celebration or milestone being achieved in this connection. Maybe you intuitively feel this coming too. All right, temptation. Why do we have temptation in this reading, please? Okay, so we have here the Four of Wands, the Queen of Swords, and the Princess of Cups. All right, so for those that are kind of heading towards a higher level of commitment or something to celebrate in your connection, I feel like there's one of your shadow, like your shadow traits, is that you can get quite emotionally distant, or you can go cold all of a sudden, or get a little bit guarded all of a sudden and have a tendency to self-sabotage. And this is when you feel vulnerable, when you feel like you're getting too open, when you feel like your power is being taken away from you. Yeah, you can kind of, sometimes you can self-sabotage and the whole foundation goes off a little bit here. So I think that you're kind of being told here to recognize this pattern, and don't pull back. Instead, sit with your emotions, reflect on how you're feeling, acknowledge on how you're feeling, and let your higher self guide you out of feeling like this. Maybe it's getting to a point where you're just feeling a little bit too vulnerable and you were abandoned as a child, and suddenly that fear's like coming into play again, or whatever it is for you. There's obviously a deeper reason behind this, and you're really being guided to like be honest and accountable and stay in alignment and figure this out. Like, don't just go cold and pull back. Like, break this cycle. Do we have anything else to add for temptation? Okay, there's a cycle coming through here of someone that has a fear of commitment, and someone who, yeah, there it is, someone who someone who can end up seeing more than one person at a time. someone that's into like affairs or something, or someone that basically there's someone that can be unfaithful when things get too hard, or when they can't cope with something, or like the communication stops, they struggle to communicate or speak about how they're feeling properly, and instead they fill their cup, or they fill their ego by looking elsewhere, and they're putting people in third-party situations and breaking hearts. Whew, that was a very strong message that just came through. I don't feel like that will resonate for everybody, but obviously somebody needed to hear that. So try not to resort to that temptation. Try to break this cycle for yourself and heal the underlying issue here. Because if it's this connection, it has a lot of potential. The Four of Wands is a very, very strong marriage type of relationship that can go the whole way. It's very strong. It's got a strong foundation. It's stable. Sometimes it can be the 1111, which is the twin flame. As you can see, 1111, it's the twin flame number. Obstacles and challenges. What are these obstacles and challenges? Seven of Swords and the Emperor. Whew. All right, so the Seven of Swords is deception, being tricked, or being like, if you look at the way she's like, she's holding this sword behind her back. She's not quite being upfront towards the other swords. And then there's this Emperor energy. So I feel like this is about remaining honest and aligned, is one of your challenges, group 3. It could be about communicating more clearly. It could be about I need to get a couple more cards on this one. So, I mean, the Emperor energy is, you know, he's confident, he's a leader, he's driven, regardless of energy. I should just say it's someone confident, someone driven, someone a bit more dominant in their energy. Two of Swords. There's some sort of conflict. Okay, I'm hearing the swords got crossed, as in like misinformation. So perhaps like this group, one of your challenges is like to not see. So if you're connecting with somebody, it's about trusting that this person is mature and they're in their divine counterpart energy. Maybe this is like your fears from the past, thinking that this person is deceiving you in some way, or thinking that you've got to be, thinking that they're not telling you the truth, or they're not being upfront, but you've got your swords crossed here, you've got your wires crossed. Like, one of your challenges is to follow your intuition and not listen to your negative thoughts that creep in on you. I think that you've been through some painful situations in the past that make you think this way, but this is your time to release these. And then for some of you, this is a work situation where you've been like ripped off, or you've been deceived or tricked at work or something by like an authority figure. And now this has caused a bit of like a crossroads for you, and you've got to try to figure your way out of this. There could be like a little bit of a conflict going on, and it's a little bit tricky to get out of. So I think that the guidance is to stay aligned, stay honest. Why do we have material and spiritual prosperity over here? All right. So some of you are definitely going to be working on like a creative endeavor that's all your own. Otherwise, you're being guided to get more creative and do more artistic things, just to engage with that creative side of your brain. This helps to boost your connection with your intuition as well, which will help to bring those intuitive downloads through. But mainly the Eight of Pentacles is about like perfecting something, creating your art and perfecting it, mastering it, making it a success. Yeah, okay. So that's the Nine of Swords here. So this is like not letting the negativity, like the negative thoughts basically get to you or pin you down or make you feel confined. Not letting your fears hold you back. You know, like if these are all the fears in this card here, where she can see them all, she's hiding from them. In this card, she's got a blinder up. She can't even see them. So I feel like it's telling you to just like shut out all the fears, shut out all the burdens, or like the negative thinking, and just work on creating your craft and perfecting your craft. But also about during the times of conflict and the times of challenge, still looking out at what you do have and always remaining grateful for what you already have. Never thinking in the mindset of lack or like you don't have enough, because obviously to attract more blessings and more good things, you need to be grateful for what you already have and already be in that state of gratitude. Okay, so now I'm going to go to the Moonology deck, and we're going to get a few moon cards. So this is where we're going to start to get some more advice and guidance. So for group 3, can we get some advice and guidance on this spread here? All right, full moon in Virgo, you are good enough. So some of your fears and your shadow traits may stem from a feeling of not feeling good enough, and that's something that you need to work past. This is reminding you that you are good enough. So you need to believe that. You need to work on believing that. If some of you, are in this new love and it's super strong, maybe some of your doubts start to creep in and you're like, this is too good to be true, or I'm not good enough for this person, but this is saying you are good enough for this person. Or this could be for your success, like you are good enough. You do deserve success. Some people can think like, oh, I don't know, like maybe I'm just not meant to be, successful, or could I really handle that, or whatever it is. But yes, you can. You are good enough. You're worthy of everything coming to you. You just need to get into that frequency where you believe it yourself. We've got the waning moon energy. What do you need to release? So this is that those shadow traits that I spoke about earlier, is releasing the negative thinking or the anxious thinking or the overthinking, the fears that kind of lies underneath all of these traits. And for some reason I am getting that this stems from like a self-worth issue. Okay, we got you and your loved ones are safe, new moon in Cancer, and we got, look at the bigger picture, full moon in Sagittarius. Yeah, so releasing these fears, thinking not, I think that when you overthink yourself, you can start to feel unsafe or ungrounded in your situation. So this is about grounding yourself and remembering that you are safe. It is safe to love here. Or if it's about following your purpose, it's reminding you that you're safe and you're protected. And then look at the bigger picture. This does have this arrow, which always makes me think of like Cupid's arrow. So I just feel like maybe some of you just get into this frame of mind where you think that if this is relating to this connection, it's like, oh, this is just too good to be true. But looking at the bigger picture, like that's what it is when it's destined. Like it can just come out of nowhere, and it can seem too good to be true, because it can be that good when it's something so fated. Like, yes, you might have challenges. Obviously everybody has challenges. It can't be amazing and perfect 24/7. But this is about trusting that it was just destined, it was fated, it was a divine happening. Let's get some... Yeah, we'll go the spirit animals. For group 3, can we get some more advice and guidance? Oh. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Group 3, advice and guidance around this spread here. Okay, so the first one out is Whale. Tenderness. Show compassion and forgive what needs to be forgiven. So this is about releasing those past things and forgiving, not for anybody else's benefit other than your own, because when you can forgive a situation, that's when you can truly release the situation. So forgiving what needs to be forgiven in the past, showing compassion for yourself while you do this. And just helping yourself to kind of emotionally clear out the energy of the past. Okay, it's just that one that I want there. So this is Field Mouth, success, believe in yourself and dare to dream big. So again, not thinking something's too good to be true, believing in yourself, believing that whatever these ideas are that come to you about your purpose, dare to dream big and dare to believe in yourself, because the possibilities are really endless. Flamingo, unity heart. You are being called to work on collective healing. Dreamweaver, tune into the energetic grids around you. Where can you send your energy for healing? Okay, so you guys have some sort of healing power within you. And these two, it's amazing that they have come out together, if I'm quite honest. Because it's saying you're being called to do work on collective healing. So this is like saying that you should be doing some sort of work, if you're not already, that helps the collective healing. Like it helps the energy of the whole world rise. It helps the whole energy of the world ascend. And it's like, so my way of doing that is tarot, like doing these readings, doing private readings, helping people get on track, helping people reach their highest purpose. It gives me purpose to help other people find their purpose. That's my way of helping the collective heal and ascend. So this is about like, where can you offer your healing? How can you use your unique signature to make this into something where you can help other people as well? What can you create that is unique to you, that helps other people heal? Where can you, like, who needs healing around you? You know, yeah, basically just narrowing down on what your unique, you know, little web is to create, and how you can help other people heal as well. I feel called to end that one just there. That was a really nice note to end it on, actually. So good luck, group 3. I hope you do succeed in this. Obviously, you're very important to the collective healing, which is amazing. Everyone that is involved in that is really important. But just making sure that you always keep going back to that energy cleansing and clearing out what's not yours to carry if you do get involved in that work, or if you already are. All right, guys, so let me know how that was for you in the comments. Like it if you did like it, and subscribe for future uploads if you are interested. I hope to see you again soon. Bye. Take care.